Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, February 4, 2022. Unusual dreams, visions, and audio phenomena may come to you today. You might even think you're hearing voices. Before jumping to any conclusions, rule out conditions such as tinnitus or nearby phone lines being down. Whatever happens, you're not crazy. This probably implies a growing psychic awareness. You should, however, write down what you see, hear, or learn during this time period. It could well be valuable. Think about it. Plans for social events to take place in your near neighborhood might have you spending a lot of time on the phone today. Or you might be running around in the car, taking care of various errands. This may involve the healing profession in some way. Whatever it is, you feel especially strongly about it. A current or potential love partner might also be involved with your project. Invite this person to dinner. You'll probably like how the evening ends. There may be a lull in your activities today. What a relief. Perhaps you can use this time to recover somewhat. Lately you've been stressed by events both at work and at home, so why not take advantage of this brief interlude of calm to relax and enjoy yourself? It would be a good idea to go out on the town with your wife or girlfriend tonight. You could mend certain breaches that have appeared in your relationship. You could be in an enterprising mood. You'll be focused on improving your financial situation and expanding your career. Maybe you'll come up with a new plan to promote yourself, write up a resume in a more creative style, or you could create a brochure that's designed to profile your professional services. You'll be ready to market your talents in a bold way. It's good for you to be more aggressive about your career. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. All kinds of opportunities and proposals will come up this afternoon, but there's reason to be skeptical of most of them. Be miserly with your money today and make sure you don't get stuck footing an entire bill. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose, with much higher chances for success. You could have many brief, intense conversations with people today. You could feel like you're living in a soap opera, as ex-wives call to make sudden confessions, casual acquaintances confide secrets in you, and madness ensues with friends. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground, and don't let other people's energy disrupt you too much. You'll do best if you look at it all as an episode of a TV show or a movie of the week. In your sentimental life, you are going to be on a cloud. Whether you are single or part of a couple, Cupid will be close by and seem to whisper sweet nothings in your ear that you should repeat for the pleasure of those close to you. Your charm will conquer everyone today, and you will be filled with joy and love and have great confidence in yourself. No one will be able to resist you. But don't think this will last, because this kind of situation is usually short-lived. Today may be tainted with the unfortunate element of petty gossip and rumor. It is likely that someone is pushing forward his or her agenda without any thought or concern for its impact on others. Do what you can to put a stop to such shenanigans, in order to protect the innocent. There are times when it is appropriate to be the whistleblower, and this is one of them. Mercury's direct turn today has implications on both the adventurous and professional sides of life's fence. It was just last week that Mercury retrograde back out of your career sector and back into an adventurous part of your chart, just as both were taking off. Mercury's departure has allowed career matters to move forward much faster without his retrograde phase putting the brakes on. At the same time, Mercury returned just as day after Mars began fueling a passion for adventure 10 days ago. Mercury's direct turn today means he is on his way back to your career sector, but not before making the most of his final days in an adventurous part of your chart. While it will be another week before Venus and Mars, the planets of love and passion begin their epic alignment in an adventurous part of your chart. Already they are drawing close enough to start fueling a mix of romance, passion and adventure. This will only strengthen over the coming weeks, with Mercury's direct turn here today taking nostalgia out of the mix while releasing the brakes. A grand trine forms in the cosmos early this morning as the Libra moon, Saturn, and North Node all share positive energy with one another. The vibes here can help us find peace in the work that needs to be done on our path moving forward, bringing an element of clarity and understanding when it comes to personal or professional goals. Since some people will be asleep when these aspects occur, you should take a moment to think about your dreams when you wake up. It's possible the universe sent you a few guiding messages while you were wandering through the dream realms. Later, the moon faces off with healing asteroid Chiron. It's important that you put your needs first during this time and try not to be a people pleaser, especially if it impinges on your ability to take care of yourself. On the other end of this aspect, you'll want to make sure you're not being insensitive or dismissive of how others are feeling. If you find yourself in a conflict during the first part of the day, remove yourself from the situation until this evening when the vibe lightens up a bit. Tonight, take some time to lean into love and self-care. Check in with your mind, body, and soul and look for ways to bring any unbalanced elements of your energy back to where they should be. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Libra, ending its void which began yesterday evening. At this time, we have renewed energy to kickstart projects dreamt up while the moon was in imaginative Pisces, but we can also make more work for ourselves by rushing through tasks or running roughshod over people who get in our way. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. Also before dawn, Leo Mars forms a square to Ceres in Taurus, activating a T-square with retrograde Jupiter in Aquarius. The opposition between Mars and Jupiter will be exact tomorrow. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.